So now we're at marketing, and there is a marketing strategy for quarter 4 of this year. And again, that is also one of the resources that I created for this event. And it's at that link, located at that link, and that is available as a PDF. So it's time to introduce yourself to your industry. And I struggled with this a lot. So yeah, that's me. Right before I started painting a canvas, I started my art/artisan business, and I understood that I would need to appeal to a different audience. And so this meant that I needed to begin looking for my audience and people like me, so artists. I had to sit down and really take a good look at how I wanted to be perceived in this type of community. So I had to do research, and then I had to create a presence. And these are the platforms and the ways that I chose to present myself online. So Instagram. What I did was I found similar businesses to mine. I saw what kind of people that followed those businesses. And then I took note of what kind of posts those businesses created. I went to those pages and I liked various posts that I genuinely liked. And I commented with genuine commentary. I commented on 1 or 2 posts, and then I followed them. And what I noticed was that I started getting reciprocated actions, and people started coming to my page and liking my posts and following me, and I began to receive genuine engagement. Clubhouse. Clubhouse has connected me with so many great people, and it's really brought so many new eyes to what I'm doing. And so when I joined Clubhouse in February of this year, I began hanging out in rooms that closely aligned with my goals, my values, and my type of business. I also began networking with people from my industry as well as other industries. And so I didn't just talk to artists. I spoke to people that were interested in business and genuinely interested in helping other people with their businesses. So a lot of networking, brainstorming sessions and market research came out of being on Clubhouse. And it was easy for me to have a legitimate sounding board for my ideas. I also made myself memorable while networking with a rehearsed introduction that I customized for every different type of audience, because introducing myself to artists may be slightly different than introducing myself to a room full of investors, which also may be different from me introducing myself to a room full of military veterans. And so there are some things that I had to learn to leave out or add in depending on who my audience was. And if I were, for example, in a room of gamers and streamers, I would include that I'm a co-founder of a gaming cafe. But if I were just talking to artists, if I were in a room full of artists, I may not use that in my introduction and just allow that to come up in casual conversation later on. And I would probably first and foremost focus on my my art. All right. So consider advice from fellow business owners in your industry. See what worked for them and what didn't work for them. Now, I do a lot of listening when I go on Clubhouse. I go into a room, I'll introduce myself, and then I will put myself on mute. And I will allow myself to soak in what other people are talking about in reference to their business or to their craft. All right, so a website. And anybody that knows me knows I'm all about creating websites, right? With a website, you want to establish a presence, not only on social media, but also in your own space. You want to create a space that lets your vision and your value shine. And so that's exactly what I did. I already had a website for my skincare. And when I created Artisanpreneur, I wanted to provide a space that allowed me to showcase my art, some of my skincare, and any other creative thing that I do as well. I also wanted to provide access to helpful resources that I created for my demographic. And so that is the entire purpose of my website. The purpose is to give the visitor a well-rounded experience and a view of who I am as a business owner and as an artist.